Hi, welcome to PHP and MySQL video. We are going to talk about XAMPP installation today. This is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. So when I make these videos, I will go pretty fast simply because if I go through at a normal pace, the video will just take too long. But when you're watching videos, you can always pause them, okay, and then go back and go through and follow the video and do the stuff over there. Okay, and this is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. The notes for this video can be found here at this URL, which I have already loaded here. Okay, the URL is case sensitive. So we are going to do PHP and MySQL. The prereq to do this video is before you do these videos and go through the exercises, you should have already known HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and you should be pretty good at it before you even start all this. Okay, if not, you should spend some time to pick up HTML, CSS, and JavaScript first. So today we are going to install xampp. So before we install xampp, we are going to we have certain prereqs, right? One of the prereqs you should have File Explorer already loaded on your computer. Okay, if you do not have Windows File Explorer in your taskbar, you can always go and search for Windows File Explorer, and that is this thing. Okay, if you open it up, it will help you to navigate all the files in your C drive, and we are going to mostly deal with your C drive. We are not going to look at other things on the cloud. So basically, we save most of the things in local, and you can pin this onto your taskbar. Okay, I've already pinned it on my taskbar, so it's already here. If not, you can right-click on it and pin and unpin it to your taskbar. So you should have your Windows Explorer on your taskbar. So when you click on it, or you can right-click, or you can right-click and left-click to open a new one. You should be able to navigate the resources on your C drive. So I'm more interested in what is in the C drive. Okay, so I'm going to, again, to go to it, you can click on it to open it, or you can right click on it and then left click File Explorer. Okay, so I'm going to navigate to my C drive, and we are going to do most of the stuff here today. Okay. All right, the next thing you need to install Notepad++. Okay, I have it installed here. If you do not have it, you should just go Google. Okay, go Google and look for Notepad++, and you can go to the Notepad++ page and go to download and click on download the latest Notepad++ version and then install. And as you can see here, we are running a Windows 11 system. Okay, so these videos are only for Windows system. Although xampp can work on Mac, but it's a totally different setting. Don't waste your time watching this video for a Mac version. Okay, this video only works for Windows, and of course, Notepad++ only works for Windows. So when you click on this, you can download the exe file and then install Notepad++. Oh, sorry, I can just click on the installer, and then it will automatically download. And as you can see, I'm using I'm using Firefox. Okay. Using Firefox for download. So after I download, the file would appear in my download folder. So if I open it, you can see my download folder there. Okay, and then you can just, since we are only going to use it once, so you can just leave it in the download folder. Double click on the Notepad++, and already have Notepad++. So that is just going to mess up what I have. But for you, if you do not have it, just go through the installation clicks. Okay, because I have Notepad++, right? So I have to close it. If you do not have it, you will not see this error message. So quickly they will launch Notepad++. I'm going to close this, and my old stuff is still there. I like to clean my download folder clean, so I normally just delete the stuff. Press the delete button and delete the, use Shift key to select and delete the stuff. Okay, so I downloaded Notepad++. The next thing, so why do I need Notepad++? Because to code PHP and MySQL, you need an editor, right? Some people like Visual Studio Code, some people like Dreamweaver, some people like NetBeans, but the simplest we can use is Notepad++, so I'm just going to stay with that. If you can code PHP and MySQL using Notepad++, you can pretty much use anything, okay? So it doesn't really matter. All right, and so that is just to set up an environment. I need to be able to navigate the files. I need to be able to write code, and I need to be able to browse the web. So those are the basic tools. Of course, if you know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you should have known all this. And what I went through is just really simple for you. So that's okay. Okay. And again, the videos are for Windows 11. Okay. Technically, whether you're running other version of Windows, it should still work for a couple of years. After Windows 11 even goes away, it should still work for a couple of years. Okay. All right, the next thing you want to do is to download xampp. So if you at this page, I have a link to go to xampp. Okay. And if you cannot go there, we can also just do a Google. Okay, I like to actually go to the Google page, although you can also key in the search on the taskbar. So if you go to xampp, they would probably bring out the first download, which is xampp. They also go to Apache Friends page. Okay, so there are two ways to go there. I'm just going to go there from here. So xampp stands for Apache, MariaDB, PHP, and Perl. Okay, obviously we are going to use Apache Web Server, and PHP is going to run on top of Apache. MariaDB is the free version, open source version for MySQL. So I'm going to use MySQL and MariaDB interchangeably. They basically means the same thing for our video purposes. And then we are not going to do Perl. So this is the whole thing that we are going to do. Okay, before we even have this, long time ago, we had to install individual components, just in case, for your knowledge. You can actually go to apache.org and just install Apache, okay, which is open source. And then you can go to php.net to install PHP on top of Apache. And then you can go to MySQL to install MySQL independently. But we don't do that anymore because we used to do that, but it's just too much work. So now we just install one package and everything can run together. Okay. So let's download xampp, which is the development environment that we need. That, as you know, PHP is a web server language, so you need a web server to run, and then you can serve this to everybody over the internet. So we definitely need Apache first. Okay, but everything is a whole package now, so we are fine. You can download xampp. So obviously we are doing for Windows, although you can also do it for Linux or Mac OS, but it's a totally different story. You need another complete new set of videos, probably another 75 hours of work. We're just not going there. So we're going to stay with Windows. You can download earlier versions by clicking the link here. We are going to download the latest version here, but you can actually do earlier versions here. If you go earlier versions, stay with Windows. Oh, they have for browsers now. Stay with for Windows and download the 64-bit version. Okay, so there are different versions. So if you want to go to earlier versions, you can even go to more downloads and can go through there. But we are not going there. We're just going to do the simplest option. Earlier versions may be more stable depending on what you need, but for our videos, I think the latest version should be fine. So we are just going to click on xampp for Windows here, and it should start automatically. Okay. If it doesn't, you can click here. Okay. Okay, as you can see here, mine did not start automatically. Oops, sorry. Actually, mine started automatically. So it's being downloaded. So you should have this loaded here. Actually, I click it twice. So it downloaded twice. My bad. Okay, so that's my bad. I click it twice, so probably I should try that again. I'm going to close this one and restart this one. All right. Looks like my download paused. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video real quick and come back when it's complete. Okay. Okay, so this is what happened just now. When I click on it, download didn't start, so I had to go to this page. When I went to this page, download started, and finally the file is here. So I'm going to open it. Okay, in my download folder. And then finally, I have the installer here, which is around 153 megabytes. It's big. Okay, I'm going to copy it into a location so I can use it later. Okay, so I'm going to open another file explorer. In C drive, okay, I don't need all this. So in C drive, we are going to have a temp folder, temp. If you do not have a temp folder, please just right click new folder and create a temp folder. I'm sure everybody know how to create a temp folder. So you just go and do a new folder and type in temp. Okay, that's easy. All right, I'm not doing that because I already have a temp folder. And I have some stuff there I don't want to delete. So we are going to work on this. And I'm going to just drag my download into the C10 folder. So for all our videos, we are going to work on this. Okay. All right, and now I'm going to do xampp install. Okay, so we had a little bit of issues with the download. Many you probably hit it too. Mainly because when I have some ad blockers in my Firefox. When I click on it, it doesn't want to download. I have to go to this page, and then the download starts. So the main thing is download the version that we need, which is 8 point, which is the latest version. Okay, and then save it into your C10 folder, and then we're ready to install. Okay, good. That's a good place to stop. I don't want my video to become too long because then we have all kind of issues with video uploads, downloads, and all that. So we are going to start the next video soon and continue with the xampp installation. Thanks for watching.